Improving your English isn't just knowing about formal academic words. You also need to know about words that real people use every day. So here we're continuing the series of speaking like a British person, and you're going to learn some more slang words. So these are 20 words related to feelings and reactions. Now the first one is chuffed. Chuffed. This means very pleased or happy. So this is a slang word. Now you'll hear it in sentences such as, I was really chuffed when I passed my driving test. Or she's chuffed with her new job. So instead of saying she's happy with her new job, you're saying she's chuffed with her new job. If someone asks you about how did your job interview go, you could say, I was chuffed. It went so well. I think I got the job. To improve your English, join my paid group English speaking class. Comment with your email below in the comment section, and I will send you more information about the group English speaking class. So it's starting to sound a lot more natural when you use this word. Another very common word is knackered. Knackered. This means exhausted or very tired. I remember when I was studying martial arts when I was younger, and I used this word with my instructor, and he said to me, sorry? And I said, I'm knackered. And again, he said, sorry? And then I had to change the word to tired and say, I'm so tired. Because knackered is an informal word. So you would use this word with friends, with family, with people that you know on a formal, relaxed basis. So for example, after the 10-hour shift, I was absolutely knackered. Or you look knackered, get some rest. I'm feeling a bit knackered because I'm trying to get over a cold. I've had quite a bad cough and a sore throat, and it's affected my sleep. So if someone asked me how I am, I'd say I'm feeling a bit knackered today. So it's a nice, friendly way, and you can gauge when you start to use these words, the relationship is on a certain level. So if you can use this word, then you know, okay, I'm on a friendly basis with this person. Gutted. Gutted. This means deeply disappointed. He was gutted when his team lost in the final. I'm absolutely gutted I didn't get the job. Now, I laugh when I say this word because I'm so used to teaching advanced vocabulary and different synonyms. And so it's quite nice to be teaching you these slang words, because these are words you will hear every day on the streets when you're walking through the UK, when you are watching TV shows, you will hear these words. So gutted is when you are deeply disappointed. Gobsmacked. This means to be amazed or shocked. I was gobsmacked when I saw how beautiful the view was. She was gobsmacked to hear the news. So here, the gob relates to the mouth. And it's also used to describe people who talk a lot. Like someone can be gobby and they can talk a lot. Maybe this person likes to gossip and talk a lot about what people are doing. So smacked, as in smacking. So when you are gobsmacked, if you have that feeling of smacking your face. There was a very famous advert related to the fizzy drink called Tango, where this man dressed in orange would run around, sneak up on someone, and then smack their face like this and run away. And it would happen so fast, the person wouldn't know what had happened, and he'd have this shocked face, look on his face. And after a while, this advert was actually banned because kids in the playground were doing this. and they changed it to the orange man kissing the man on the cheek. Miffed, miffed. This means slightly annoyed. So not really annoyed, just slightly annoyed. He was a bit miffed that he wasn't invited to the party. I'm miffed about how they treated me. So this can vary from person to person. What you find slightly annoying, another person may find very annoying. Banging, banging. This is a bit more modern. This means really good. That new song is absolutely banging. The curry we had last night was banging. You can have a banger, for example. This video is going to be a banger. You're going to really enjoy it. It's going to be very good. Dead pleased. This means really happy. She was dead pleased with her exam results. I'm dead pleased you came to visit. So it's quite interesting to hear. Buzzing, buzzing. This means excited or full of energy. I was buzzing after the concert. It was amazing. The whole city was buzzing after the team won. So buzzing. There's even a game that I remember where you have this metal wire in a different shape, and then you have this round hoop with a handle, and you have to move it through the wire without touching this long wire. If you do, you will feel a buzzing sensation. It will vibrate and you lose. So buzzing, I imagine someone just vibrating because they are so excited or so happy. Fuming, fuming. So fuming means really angry, extremely angry. So he was fuming when he found out they'd lied to him. I'm absolutely fuming about this mistake. So fuming, if we think about fumes from a car that come out of the car exhaust. So if you are fuming, I imagine someone with steam coming out from their ears, and this is when they are so angry. Something's happened. Maybe you've had a car accident and some silly person tried to cut in front of you and they hit your car. So it wasn't your mistake, and now you have to deal with the issues of not having a car, going through your insurance. It's affected your whole day. So this is when you are really angry. Over the moon, we have the opposite to fuming. So we have being extremely happy. She was over the moon when she got engaged. I'm over the moon with the result. I would be over the moon if you would click on the like button and the subscribe button. So thank you so much. So this is when you are extremely happy. Think about the moon and going over the moon. That would be an amazing feeling. So down in the dumps, this feeling low, feeling sad. He's been down in the dumps since losing his job. I was a bit down in the dumps last week, but I'm better now. Hacked off. This means to be fed up or annoyed. So for example, I'm hacked off with how long this is taking. She was hacked off after waiting 4 hours. Lost the plot. This is quite a nice one. This is when you've gone mad or confused. So for example, he completely lost the plot after hearing the news. I think she's lost the plot. She's talking nonsense. So when you see someone doing something very strange or weird or out of the ordinary, you can say he or she or even they have lost the plot. Even with institutions, it could be with governments, for example. You could say the government lost the plot. They don't know what they are doing. They are confused. Maybe they have done something or haven't done something to address the problem. A bit iffy. A bit iffy means uncertain or dodgy. So dodgy is a bit more common. A bit iffy is not really used in terms of modern slang, but it's nice to know what it means. So the weather looks a bit iffy for tomorrow. His excuse sounded a bit iffy to me. I say that it's not as modern because you hear dodgy more often, but it's nice to know, and you will hear it around the country. Iffy, so it's a bit uncertain. On the blink, this is very common. This is when something is not working properly and related to technology or anything electrical. So for example, my laptop's on the blink again. My telly's been on the blink for weeks. My telly's on the blink, it's not working. Dodgy means suspicious or unreliable. That restaurant looks a bit dodgy. He gave me some dodgy advice. So if you go to a restaurant and they bring out food, but the plates may look damaged slightly, and the atmosphere just looks a bit odd. So here it looks a bit suspicious, and I'm not sure that I want to eat there. We have touch wood. So touch wood, this is a really common phrase, and this means to avoid bad luck. So for example, the car hasn't broken down yet, touch wood. We've had no problems so far, touch wood. So I do this from time to time. I'm not a superstitious person, but I just said it's for so many years. It feels part of me, where you don't want to jinx something. So when you jinx something, you don't want to bring bad luck. So for example, if you've had a car and it's been running really well, it's been really reliable, and you say the car hasn't broken down yet, you remember, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want the car to break down, so I'm going to touch wood. So physically, you go and touch wood, like a table or a chair that's made of wood. In bits. This means very upset. She was in bits after the breakup. He was in bits when his dog died. So if we think about bits, it's similar to the word pieces. So you can have a small piece of something. If you think about bread, if you have a whole slice of bread, but you take a piece of it. So now you have many pieces, you have many bits of this. So that's in bits. Cracking up. This means becoming emotional or losing it. So for example, she was cracking up with laughter. I was cracking up during the sad scene. So cracking up, if you have an egg, imagine you've boiled an egg. Now you crack the egg and you can start to peel off the pieces. So that wouldn't feel very nice if you were whole and now you have pieces coming off you. So cracking up, becoming emotional or losing it. So in terms of losing it, so she was cracking up with laughter. So she couldn't control herself. This means losing it. So you're not just laughing. I don't know about you, but when you have the giggles sometimes and you start laughing, you cannot stop. And the more that you try to think, I need to stop laughing, it makes you laugh even more, to the point where your stomach starts hurting. So you often have to leave the situation to calm down. Well up for it. This means really enthusiastic about doing something. I'm well up for going to the festival this weekend. They're well up for a night out. So to be, not just to be up for it, but to be well up for it. I'm well up for it. So I'm really enthusiastic about it. Perfect. So watch the video again, have a look at these words and phrases. Let me know, is there a particular one that you like, and put it in the comment below. Also remember to join my group English speaking class. This will be an opportunity for you to practice your English with other students. There is a fee for this class. To find out more information, please email me at info@britishharry.com. Thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.